In your studying here, did you guys utilize the resources? What was your feeling? And you have to manage it, so, you know.
No, I think we're, like, it's really lucky for the students here to have all this gear. And they have access to it. There's so many different cameras that the film students use, and I know the acting school, they have a lot of gear as well. And it's not only do you use them in class and on your sets and shoots and stuff, you have the ability to take them outside of class and keep learning and keep practicing with them. Create your own little things on the side on a weekend or something like that. So it's that way, not only are you learning in class, but you also have the opportunity to learn outside of class as well and keep building up, ready to create your own content for when you go out there. Because this is the best opportunity to do it.
I'll also add to that, I didn't say it before, but like, you know, all the stuff we were talking about in terms of what the actors have at the end, the actors shoot that.
Yeah.
So in this course, what's unique, what our point of difference is from other training programs, the actors, all the stuff that they get at the end, they have created that, you know? So our equipment store manager, Tien, who is incredible, and her team, they shoot the live showcase, but everything else, the actors shoot. That's extraordinary to me, that you've got actors who can shoot their own professional material to go into the industry, you know? Just going to put that out there because I didn't say it before and it's so important.
Demi, did you want to comment on your experience? Or?
Yeah, so every holiday break we had, I was cooking something up. I think one time I took the Blackmagics home and I set up a room in my house, like a play school set, and filmed a play school audition self-tape video with one of my ensemble members, Aisha, as well. And we did a little partnered thing, but we set it up, put it on a dolly and moved it like old-fashioned play school style. But I did a music video in here. Honestly, just as often as I could, because equipment is one of those things that it's very fickle. And I think sometimes when you're first starting out, it can feel like the equipment hates you and it doesn't want to work for you. So you have to, you have to practice. So I was DP for one of our short films, and I kept booking it out and setting up the shoulder rig because it's so heavy and I have little arms and I'm a petite woman and I don't have the upper body strength. So I had to book it out and figure out where the best place to, you know, put a massive heavy battery was so that my arms wouldn't fall off after one take.
But that's it's learning that stuff and having I know I annoyed the equipment department a lot renting out the stuff. And I'm like, oh, we have this in the back. Like, you're guessing, yep, I'll have it. Yep, I'll take those batteries. I'll take them all. But you know, we were pre-filming our festival films up in the dance room thing upstairs.
You doing tests for them?
Yeah, we were just testing for them, and we'd spend like an extra hour or two. The last couple of weeks, we were there every day for one of the films. And we were practicing out and we were acting ourselves as the film students just to get the shots right. Just to know how the cameras worked, just to make sure we knew what we were doing on the day when we were filming. And that was critical, absolutely critical.
Yeah, I always say to the students, take it out now, practice outside of class, just for a couple of hours, make the mistakes now. So when you get to your festival films, you know, continuity-wise, or am I going to cross the line, or how's my spacing? Practice now, because you can just take the camera out, shoot a couple of your friends, make a silly little video if you want, things like that, because this is the best time. And this facility is fantastic. You've got this sound stage, you can edit, you can record sound and audio things. Everything's here to create it all. So it's really helpful.
You handling it okay? You're early in the program, that's why I asked.
Yeah, we're 14 weeks in, so we're getting there.
Did you have any experience with filmmaking prior to becoming an acting student here?
No, I didn't even know how to set up a camera. So
me neither.
I had no idea how to set up a camera. I had no idea about lighting, different lights. There are different lights. Or sound. I didn't know how sound worked on a set. So that's so important for us to know, even being an actor. So I feel like what we even learned just in the first 14 weeks have helped us so much.
I think, look, one of the foundations we wanted to do, especially it's in the acting program, but we've moved definitely in the film program, is when you finish, everyone, I see other film schools, and you go there and they say, look at this, you get to use a $10 million mixer, and chances are you'll touch it for 2 or 3 days. That's it. and it looks good on the brochure. The problem I've always had is when you leave film school, the train stops. And you've got to go out and figure out how to build this career for yourself. If you want to go and make a feature film, the cameras that you've actually had and used here, you can actually rent those. You don't have to go to an Arri Arriflex. That's really the vision of what we're trying to do, is show you the skills, because when you get bigger budgets, then you can hire in the people who've spent 20 years on using that Arri Arriflex. You know, it hasn't been around that long, but you've got the ability to do that. But to get to that point, I just really used to frustrate me seeing filmmakers come out of film programs and talk to me, and I'll go, well, why don't you go make a film? And they say, oh, I just don't have the budget. And you go, but hang on, we've got Canon 5Ds now, we've got Blackmagics, they're 6Ks. You can actually go and make a film. Yeah. There's no excuse really that you can't do it. And that's been the foundation and the DNA of what we're teaching, is that we have great equipment, but the equipment is actually secondary to the production, to the idea, to working with the actors. But you have to have a skills base that you can go into the industry and people will hire you to work on feature films or the voice or any of those elements.